In FreeCAD, you may create a sketch that looks perfectly closed, but when padded, you get this error while it's not closed. In this video, I will show you how to prevent it with robust sketching techniques, and how to use internal faces when repairing the sketch is unnecessary. Generally, there are 4 common reasons that cause this problem. First, let's talk about the invalid connections. And I'm going to use the polyline draw a triangle. And when draw the last line and the endpoint, you didn't make this endpoint be constant with the start point, but only be constant with the axis. Then you saw this sketch is closed and pad on it, you will get this error because of the tiny gap between the vertices. Then if you always create a full constraint sketch, you can take the most chance avoid this error. After we add a constraint, you will find the color of the line is green, and the line with the white color is under constraint. And if you always like to create a sketch to be full constraints, you can avoid this error. Okay, next let me show you another cause for the invalid connection between the lines. In this new sketch, I will use the polyline draw another triangle. But this time, when you draw the endpoint, you will make this line exceeding from the start point. Then you close the sketch and pad on this sketch. You will get the same error while it's not closed. But this time, you can create a feature based on the internal face. But this is not a good way for the under constraint sketch. For example, if we modify the dimension for the lines, add the dimension for this line, set this to 15, and then I'll set the horizontal distance for this line to 25. Then you will see there is a new tiny gap between these 2 points. So if we always create a full constraint sketch, we can avoid the error for these 2 invalid connections. Next, I'm going to show you another example. When we add a constraint, it would create invalid connections between the lines. First, draw a circle and add a dimension. Then select a polyline, draw 3 lines. Then add a constraint, make these 2 points be symmetric. And add a symmetric constraint for these 2 points too. Then add a dimension and set the length for this line and the horizontal distance for this point. Next, select the line and the circle, make a tangent. Now the sketch is full constraints, but if you are going to trim this circle, select this part. You'll find the sketch is under constraint. Then close it, you can create a pad on it. Since this sketch is under constraint, it would cause the problem like the exceeding arcs or the tiny gap between these 2 points when we modify the dimensions. Then let's try make these 2 points be constant. It will cause the over-constraint warning. I think it's because we create this symmetric constraint before. It conflicts with the constant constraint. So let's delete it and make the arc and this line be tangent. But now it's not constant for these 2 points. Then let's try do it again. It works. Sometimes the sequence to add constraints will affect the geometry itself. Next, let's talk about the second cause. And for this rectangle, the sketch is full constraints, and it has the internal face. But when you pad on it, you will get well it's not closed. And for this kind of sketch, it's not easy to find the error. So you can select the sketch and use the Validate Sketch tool. And on the task panel, find the Highlight Trapezium Vertices. It's very useful, and you can try the following tools on the bottom. But the Highlight Trapezium Vertices is always the best to tracing the error on the sketch. Then let's go back to the sketch, and these 2 points are highlighted. And mostly there is an overlapping line on this position. So what you need to do, you can select the line and find the elements. Then you can find that these 2 lines are on the same position. So you only need to select one of the line and delete it. Then you can make it work. Next, I'm going to show you when we use the external projection geometry as a reference. It's easy to get the overlapping lines. And now select the external projection and make this edge as a reference. Then draw a rectangle on this reference line and add a dimension, make the sketch for constraint. It looks like it's a good sketch, then you pad on it, you will get this error. Then let's go back to the sketch and find this line, and you can find it on the element, select this one and make it be construction geometry. Then you will get this rectangle work on this feature. To use the external projection tool, for example, if I create a sketch on this face and use the external projection tool, select this edge, then make it be construction geometry. Or you can change the line mode to construction geometry at first, then use the external projection tool. Then you will get this dashed line. Then you can change it back to define line, draw the following geometry. And here you can press the Ctrl, key, go to the preference. Then search for the external geometry. And you can find always add the external geometry as construction. It's under Sketcher, General. Then check this box, always add the external geometry as construction. Then apply it, click OK. Then you will always have the dashed line as a reference. Next, let's talk about the third reason. For example, if I create a very thin wall, then create a sketch on the side face and add the external projection line. And you saw this is a define line and use the polyline to complete this rectangle. Then close the sketch and create a pad on it. You will get this error. So this is likely happen when you don't pay attention to the geometry modes. Like this one, you only need to change the line modes to the define line. Then you can create a pad on this sketch. And the last reason is the compound geometry for while is not closed. For example, if I create 2 rectangles and set dimensions for both 2, then the second rectangle is next to the first one. And you will make the sketch is for constraint to add this dimension. Okay. Then close it. If you pad on this sketch, it works. And then let me show you another way. And delete this rectangle. And draw it using the polyline on these 3 lines. Then add a constraint on it. Next, close the sketch. Let's try pad on it. Click OK, you will get while it's not closed. I think it's because when we create two rectangles, the boundary is very clear, but here, the sketch elements close each other. FreeCAD can determine a valid closed boundary. To fix the topology issue, we can use the trim tool and select this line. Then you can continue to add a constraint to make it full constraint. But here you can use the internal face. If you don't have it, you can check this box, then select these two faces and pad on these internal faces. Sometimes, like this case, we don't need to modify the sketch. We can use the internal face to create a feature instead. So when you see the while is not closed error in FreeCAD, don't immediately start deleting geometry or rebuilding your sketch. First, make sure the sketch is full constraint. Then check what caused the problem. Check if there are tiny gaps or exceeding lines, overlapping edges, or unnecessary geometry inside the profile. And when the sketch is full constraint and the internal faces are generated, you can try to use the internal faces to create the feature. I hope this video helped you understand not only how to fix the while is not closed error, but also how FreeCAD handles sketches, whiles, and faces. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.